Hello and welcome to AERO Friedrichshafen 2026. And here you are at the Diamond Aircraft booth. And Diamond Aircraft, an Austrian, China and Canadian aircraft manufacturer in the general aviation class. And here in the back you're going to see our new demonstrator of the DF50 RG. The DF50 is a comfort class 5-seater airplane and powered by a Jet A engine with 300 horsepower. The 6-cylinder, 3 liters engine, common rail injection, and has a very low fuel burn and high efficiency. The engine is water cooled and also turbocharged. So with this turbocharger you can also operate this aircraft in hot and high conditions. Saying that, the aircraft is certified up to 20,000 feet of operations. As we move closer to cabin, we just bypass here our flap system, because I just want to lose some words about that. That's a very special double-slotted hinged flap, which have a very high lift coefficient. So we can get this large aircraft to stall speed down to about 55, 56 knots. Easy to enter. Take a look at this large trunk here, the baggage compartment for up to 90 kilograms of load. And here you have the option of having, like in this aircraft, 3 seats or 2 seats in a business configuration. New on the market this year at AERO Friedrichshafen, we also show here the iPad holders, so you have some kind of in-flight entertainment for the passengers. We have certified ice protection system, a TKS ice protection system for flight into known icing. We do have other weather hazard avoidance systems like the GSR56 to download latest weather possibilities, and also the oxygen system if you want to overfly icing layers. I'm going to show you now how easy to get into this airplane. Then we can take a look at the flight deck. So you see already how big this airplane is, because my size is 2 meters and I easily fit into this airplane. Some performance numbers. The airplane can cruise up to around 175 knots and fuel burn with 75% would be around 12.8 gallons an hour of jet fuel. That's a big advantage of this airplane. Here you see the flight deck of the DF50 RG, which is the Garmin G1000 NXI with all its very valuable options, including synthetic vision and so on. The engine itself is very easy to operate because it has a single lever power control. You just move it forward for more power or reduce it if necessary. New on this DF50 2026 models, we have now full stitched leather sticks in the same design as the new design over here, as you see. And for example, also we have this kind of new LED landing and taxi light technology, which is amazingly strong at night operations. So here in the Garmin, we also have a 4-axis autopilot, including yaw damper. And for the management of the flight, we can also have here, optionally, the flip out a keypad. So we can operate the Garmin G1000 with one finger from the back. So as we move on, you see now our flagship, the Diamond DA62, which is a very similar build to the DF50 with the big and luxury cabin, but now we are talking about 2 engines. The aircraft is powered by 2 Austria engine AE330 with 180 horsepower. It's also technology-wise a diesel engine using jet fuel. The Austria engine is a subsidiary of Diamond Aircraft, so we built these engines in-house. And as said, it's 180 horsepower, turbocharged again, liquid cooled, so all very nice features for operations. The fuel tank system in the wings and behind the engines give room for 86 gallons, and in an economic cruise, this aircraft could even have a range of more than 1,200 nautical miles. While at 50% of power, this engine only burns about 5 gallons an hour. The cabin of the DF62 is very similar to the DF50 size-wise, but it has the several seating options. So here what you see is the 4 seating options, which means 2 seats in the front, 2 seats in the middle row, which is the business seat configuration. But there could be also 3 in a row, as you saw on the DF50, and you can also install 2 additional seats in the back row of the aircraft, making it up to a 6 or even 7-seat aircraft. Talking about the performance of the aircraft, this airplane has a certified service ceiling of 20,000 feet, while in maximum speed cruise it can ramp up a speed up to 192 knots. And at 75% it cruises around 175 knots, burning only 15 gallons an hour. So it's a very similar cockpit to the DF50. Again, the Garmin G1000 NXI with the GFC 700 autopilot and optionally the keypad as we saw before. The only big difference is now that we have 2 power levers, one for the left-hand engine and one for the right-hand engine. Yeah? This needs to be said. If you convert into a multi-engine flying, you need to do a multi-engine piston class rating, but we would actually be able to deliver such kind of training to you in the delivery of your aircraft. New with the 2026 models out from AERO Friedrichshafen, we have 2 major new features on the DF62, which is on the one side the Garmin TAS 800 traffic advisory system and the new Garmin GWX 8000 weather radar, which is the successor of the Garmin GWX 75, which we had already in there, with the big advantage is only a software upgrade with a complete auto mode and other software features of this weather radar. Besides of the all weather options like FIKI, flight into known icing, weather radar, oxygen and so on, we also have a very nice comfort option also on the DF50 as well as here on the DF62, which is an electric powered air condition. So basically it runs from a generator mounted to the left-hand engine, but you can also run on ground power as I can demonstrate over here. Just switching that on, and then you can easily access here with ground power. So you can already pre-cool the cabin while you're still not in the aircraft yet. So beside of the high comfort class airplanes, DF62, DF50 RG, Diamond Aircraft also provides flight schools and training organization with a turnkey solution. The flight school out of the box, starting from an FMPT2 simulator to the DB20E Katana with the Rotax injection engine, to the DF40, which is a 4-seater aircraft with an Austria engine, diesel engine, and to the flagship of flight training, the unique Diamond DF42 NG-6. Where is Diamond Aircraft going to? Yeah, so we also have, so what you see here at AERO is the civil market, the private market, the flight school market, but we also have an own department which is just focusing on special missions. So we're modifying the DF62 and the DF42 to carry different kind of payloads, sensors, sensor equipment and so on, for aerial surveillance, reconnaissance and remote sensing. What do we have in the pipeline? What's coming up next? We are continuously increasing our products. We are bringing it to new standards, but we also have 2 big projects coming up, which is military tandem seater trainer in a turboprop variant with a PT6 turbine. It's called the DART 750. And also we have on the DF40, so the 4-seater single engine aircraft, we have an electric version to be certified. So it will be all electric aircraft.